Division 1 action is go. Good start being made there by Guttorm Lindefjell in the Hyundai nearest to us. But as they dive into the first corner then, Lindefjell runs very, very wide. Thumps the dirt. That cost him a lot of time. It's Larsson leading. Michael Jernberg is second. And then in third is Patrick van Mechelen, the local hero in the Subaru. You can see what I mean about the dust, which is being kicked up and hangs in the air as Jernberg goes wide, and van Mechelen now looking for a way alongside him. Almost contact between the two. Jernberg right on the limit, then the two overlap as they slide through the corner. Up on the inside to the applause of the crowd goes van Mechelen. He takes away the place. Larsson wins. Van Mechelen comes through second. But that winning time of Larsson is good enough only for 8th fastest. Lights out, another Division 1 heat underway. Kenneth Hansen, Per Eklund dive into the first corner, but squeezing up on the inside. Morten Bermingrud is there as well. Bermingrud goes second. Per Eklund round the outside in the big Saab. Eklund there at the moment struggling to stay with those ahead of him. I just wonder whether Eklund has got a problem. He's dropping a long way back at the moment. Meantime, it's Kenneth Hansen who's going to win from Bermingrud and then Sverre Isachsen. The crowd now ready for Division 1 action, which blasts away from the line. There's Michael Jernberg, Per Eklund, Larsson, and also Patrick van Mechelen as they turn their way ahead of Jan Hoybs through that first corner, and Jernberg it is who is going to grab the lead. Jernberg, Eklund and Larsson all need a good time here to get into the A final. Jernberg it is leading at the moment, and you can see how much dust he's kicking up. Now that makes visibility, of course, very difficult for those behind. Per Eklund it is then lying second at the moment in this heat, with Larsson third and van Mechelen fourth. They're all getting away from Jan Hoybs in 5th place at the moment. Through the dust they come. Van Mechelen going after Larsson, the Subaru chasing Larsson at the moment, but up front the Ford Focus heads the Saab. Michael Jernberg going through ahead of Per Eklund there. Eklund's been in the walls a little bit this season, but here Michael Jernberg with the Kumho tyres backed Ford Focus lead gets very, very sideways, showers the rest of them in dust, but Jernberg driving really well here. The spectacular Swede takes the flag. He goes across the line, that time good enough for 4th overall. Out go the lights. Kenneth Hansen takes on Jean-Luc Paillet here. Citroën versus Peugeot. Hansen for Citroën, Paillet for Peugeot, and Jean-Luc Paillet I think he's just going to come through in the lead. He does indeed, with Hansen down to 3rd place now. Kenneth Hansen on the outside line, push down the order, and so now with Sverre Isachsen between the two, they make contact. Isachsen goes off and onto the grass, fighting for control, back onto the circuit, but Kenneth Hansen goes ahead of him. Off goes Paillet now. Jean-Luc Paillet off the circuit as well, and I just caught a glimpse of what could have been damaged suspension at the back of the car there. Over the line, Kenneth Hansen is going to win, and Jean-Luc Paillet does indeed have a rear suspension problem. The team goes to work. This is Division 1 action. It's the 3rd round of heats, and for a number of drivers, vital they do well here to try and get themselves into the A final. Jean-Luc Paillet leads them as they swing their way through, but there's contact as Voigt Glenn Amund drives into the back of him in the orange Astra. Sverre Isachsen is 3rd, and then Kurt Pavels is 4th. On board here with Voigt Glenn Amund. The Opel Astra is at the moment 2nd, down to 3rd because Sverre Isachsen goes past him there. Amund in the dust, losing out. Here's the replay of Sverre Isachsen powering past him, up into 2nd position. But up front, Jean-Luc Paillet going really well. Meantime, Pavels looking for a way past Amund, and certainly the Astra has got a problem. Jean-Luc Paillet then making his way through, takes the checkered flag. The time that he sets is 3rd best in this round of heats. Well, that should get him into the A final, albeit only on the 2nd row. Let's stay with Division 1. Another grid full of cars lined up. Kenneth Hansen makes a good start, but he's going to have to work hard in this one because Jos Kuipers is involved. So is Guttorm Lindefjell. There's Dermot Carnegie as well, the Irishman, with his Ford Focus at the back of that little group. And as they turn their way through, the Citroën of Kenneth Hansen absolutely on the limit. And Hansen, when he's charging like this, is a joy to watch. He leads them. The Citroën Zara ahead of the Ford Focus, then the Hyundai in 3rd in the hands of Lindefjell. Dermot Carnegie 4th, but dropping back now in his Focus at the rear of this little group of cars. As Kenneth Hansen, in the meantime, comes through the dust. He is set to win. And is he going to be able to go and take pole position on the evidence of that heat? Yes, he is. Hansen then for pole for the A final. And there's one more heat in Division 1 coming up. Morten Bermingrud here along with Michael Jernberg and Per Eklund, the 3 of them in their red cars. Down to the first corner, Eklund on the outside, then in the big Saab looking to go around the outside of Jernberg. He's done that, but he's on the wrong line, and so up the inside comes Jernberg, and Morten Bermingrud takes the lead of the race, and also there, having gone through, is Pavel Koutny, and Patrick van Mechelen in the Subaru is up in a 4th place, and Per Eklund is last now. It's Morten Bermingrud leading Michael Jernberg then, the Citroën ahead of the very, very sideways Ford that goes too wide. Koutny gets through for 2nd. Michael Jernberg a little bit too carried away there, a big, big slide, and that's going to drop him back.
It started to go very good. I win the 2nd heat today, and now I am the 3rd place today, but in the 3rd heat now. So, but Morten Bermingrud and Pavel Koutny drive very fast, so it was all I can do was to keep the 3rd place there, so and try to have a good time.